Despite incredible performances from Flakked and Targamas over the course of this week for Misfits, I mean, a lot of solid comfort picks for the two players in Neon and VTO. Have to see what they can do in this game.
100%. Zanzarah have been super active in the early games for
Projectile comes out. Yes, there's a projectile.
Huge rotations. Top side. It's going to be a Herald brawl here. Even the ADs in the bot side river on their way up.
Targamas only level 5. Not taking over to level 6. Broken Blade continuing to poke onto Irrelevant. Still has his ulti up and available. Jankos no ulti is big. Flag drag into the Yone ultimate would be massive for a fight. Mersa, no level 6. Easy follow-up now as Yone starts to wreak havoc on the fight. That's first blood coming in for Caps. Irrelevant trying to find the stun up to the side, but there's no follow-up damage. Jankos taking, Jankos burning. Double kill for Caps. Caps and Broken Blade taking over this fight. Misfits getting absolutely slaughtered on the top side of the map. They just do not stop. Double kill for the Yone. Caps with a double of his own. Only Neon left standing.
It's a double for both solo laners. So much skill expression on the Sylas and the Yone, and they land so many abilities.
On his head, 150 gold extra. Putting money into the back pocket. The VTO is big. Here comes the Herald usage now as Misfits sending 4 members to the mid lane. Counter engage is massive. They can find it. Zanzarah being locked up. Now immediately going in onto him, but that's going to be the follow-up. Now Flakked dragging out to safety. Renata ult comes in. Won't even get an auto off. Caps ready to re-engage with the Stolen.
Through it, Blade of the Ruined King now picked up for Broken Blade. Even though they lose many plates on the mid turret, they're still in position to take the Drake. So G2, it feels like, are more passively winning this game as they continue to farm up.
Return because they don't have the Sejuani ult, but it looks like that skirmish has gone in Misfits' favor, and that skirmish has netted them the Herald. Will they get out though? Caps has a Sejuani ult, it's going to toss it onto Zanzarah.
Locked up one, hostile takeover now coming over the wall. Jankos, Targamas are not going to hit each other. Caps finding the stun, finding the engage. The snare now coming in. VTO forced to flash out to safety. Does not have his ult from the previous fight. Will walk away. G2 now trying to fire back, pushing in on the mid lane.
So close right there, and yes, Misfits get the Rift Herald, but hey, G2 are getting a turret, even sending the arrow, trying to snipe out VTO on the way out, but that is just probably going to be an even trade, right? What is that second Herald going to get you? Very likely just that first outer turret in one of these lanes, so G2 equalizing and making the right teleports in, but he is getting a base off now.
Yeah, VTO's not stopping him from basing, so when he channels his recall, he can TP in. They get the dragon. Do they get out though is the question. Jankos can fish for an engage here if Caps can find a good TP ward, but there's none in mid.
It's very low mana, very unlikely to teleport in, but he is getting a base off now.
Yeah, VTO's not stopping him from basing, so when he channels his recall, he can TP in. They get the dragon. Do they get out though is the question. Jankos can fish for an engage here if Caps can find a good TP ward, but there's none in Misfits' jungle, so he'd TP quite far out of the fight, so there wouldn't be much follow-up. They're just going to back away here. Irrelevant hasn't caught a wave in quite a while now. Ignored top, gave all the bot waves to Neon. He's just hovering around to keep numbers advantage in Misfits' favor, so they can contest these objectives. So although they lost that top tier 2, they got a bot tier 1 on a dragon.
Yeah, Irrelevant is just playing second jungler now for the team effectively, seeing what he can find around Neon's lane, and that's ideally how Misfits want to move in the next few minutes, is put as much as you can into VTO, and Neon cannibalize some of those jungle camps as well.
Broken Blade now stepping forward. He's just going to ult out to safety. Good use of the ultimate.
Yeah, really good buffer. The second he saw the Sejuani ult, unstoppable, ult the hell out of there. He's absolutely fine. VTO will catch top wave.
Anytime soon. It is just Farm Simulator, and again, as
here we go.
Irrelevant just can't catch a break, man. But the arrow was a
gold lead for now for G2. Dragon up in 1 minute. They want to start the dragon stacking.
Arrow.
That's a big one.
The follow-up immediately going to hit with the ult, finishing him off 100-0, baby. Targamas from downtown. Pulling back. They can try to fish for an engage here. Jankos, flag and drag out to safety. Broken Blade waiting, charged up. Both teams posturing for the Drake, but Caps is on the flank. No healing reduction on the side of Misfits, crucially outside of the Ignite onto Mersa. Arrow going in, will hit Neon, immediately going to cleanse. Pulling back, 6K, getting lower and lower. Caps on the backside, Broken Blade now stepping forward, ready to get things going. Third Q, ready to go. Goes back, doesn't use it. Now they're going to turn right onto Jankos, trying to fish it off. VTO over the wall instantly. Zoning away, trying to take the jungler down. It's Caps on the flag. It's a multi-man ultimate. Broken Blade, Flakked, what's the follow-up? What have they got? Only going to hit VTO. Now being pulled back at the last possible second to avoid the hostile takeover. Caps off to the side. Now focusing on the ultimate coming out from the Trundle. Stolen away by Caps, keeping him alive, keeping him healthy. Now stepping forward. Caps on a rampage. Caps versus the world. A double kill for the man in the mid lane for G2.
Caps tears Misfits apart. Incredible Q predict there on Neon's dash. Him trying to escape. Caps slammed on
another arrow.
Connects. That's going to be a triple kill for Caps.
Burning Caps.
6-0 and 2 on the Sylas. Gets the blue buff level 15. 25 minutes into the game. They're going to get the Infernal Dragon as well. VTO got away on 1 HP. And it looked quite dire the second that Jankos was in trouble, but Caps' flank paid off.
And still no healing reduction on the enemy team. We are looking at a Sylas. And the problem is they're behind. It's going to be hard. Here comes the arrow. Big. The rest of the follow-up. Where's the rest of the team? Broken Blade comes over the wall. Flakked, Caps jungle in their own territory. Lulled into a false sense of security. Flacket says, hey, it's my turn. Double kill for the Sivir.
And now G2, they're just going to be able to turn over towards the Baron. No smite. Zanzarri is down for another 30 seconds. I mean, how do you even find a team fight if you are Misfits? Caps has the Sedge ult. He could turn at a moment's notice. G2 are just running away with this game.
Yes, it looks like Misfits are going to get a mid-tier 2 push in bot. But Caps and Broken Blade right now are unstoppable. The arrow hit onto Mercer again. He can't really impact these fights as much. You talked about Dragos in draft, the hostile takeover doing work.
Falling apart.
He's just dying constantly before he can get it off onto the melee engagers. So that's a top inhib that G2 have gotten. Are they pushing for more here?
They use an arrow to stall out the reset. Look at that!
Flashbacks to
Look at
Rock's
the arrow.
SKT. But they're not in the game this time. Zanzarri is going to chase G2 down here.
This is not a good idea.
Turning.
This is not a good idea. Broken Blade will 3v1. They need the Ignite from Mercer to stop the healing, which they do have, but there's just no avenue there. 8K gold.
All you see is Jankos. No one else is even really that close. He goes in, stalls out enough with the Ash Arrow, and then 5 players are on you. What are you going to do?
Neon caught out, taken down, can't get over the wall. Arrow, not going to connect.
So that's ult. Cap still has ult, can take away whatever the hell he wants, and he still has a stopwatch too, so that's going to be an inhib going down. VTO's here to respond, but he just doesn't have the damage. He's more of a setup champ for Neon. And that's 2 inhibs gone. Broken Blade will get a mid-tier 2. It's clean so far from G2.
And again, they need such an overwhelming amount of resources to kill Broken Blade or Caps individually at this point. There's just really not an avenue for Misfits to play this game out any further. These are 2 of the worst champions to have a lead this size.
Oh. Zeri damage hurts. There's another arrow.
Landing onto VTO, follow up immediately. Responding now, Caps unkilled. Jankos leaping into the middle of the team. There goes Broken Blade flashing in, taking down another. Zanzarri back into the waiting arms of Broken Blade. Here comes Caps again. It's a massacre. It is merciless. G2, they got worlds in their sight, and you can tell. And this is the only time in your life, EU fans, you can be excited about Caps going to NA. But there it is, G2 locking worlds with a game left to play in the regular season.
And they make it look easy. Spring Split, the opposite of easy. Every step of the way doubted, claw it back series after series. Here, they make it happen in the BO1s thanks to the effort they put in spring and the grind at the end of summer.
Dominant game, first team in the world to lock that world championship. Not much more to say, really. Yeah, I mean, it was just from start to finish fantastic. Really good juggling over sides, really good side lane pressure, punishing Misfits even when they stepped into their own jungle, and Caps just doing Caps things.